Shalom, shalom. It's your bro, Zechariah Israel, coming with some Wednesday night exhortation because we all need to be exhorted, man, and we all need to exhort one another, especially on a Wednesday, which they call Hump Day, to help us get through the rest of our working week, and Lord's willing that we see the Sabbath, right? So today I'm going over Ecclesiasticus chapter 2, or Sirach chapter 2, right? Because I be hearing a lot of brothers bring this out and they do an excellent job. I want to bring out some points myself, and what we need to be doing when we going through things, when we being tried as that fine gold, right? Well, it's not actually gold, but hey, it's an example. So when we going through that furnace of adversity, when we being tried, what we need to do, how we need to move. Okay, so I'm gonna go over Ecclesiasticus chapter 2. And it reads, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." So when you come to serve the Lord, you got to get ready for temptation. It's coming. It's going to be a lot of things thrown at you. It's a lot of things that you're going to go through. You're going to be tempted in this truth, right? Verse 2, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." So in time of trouble, don't run. In a time of trouble, don't make haste to flee. Don't make haste to run, because you're being tried. The Lord going to see if you that fine gold. Okay, he's going to try you. All right. Verse 3, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at the last end." So we looking for that increase. We looking for the kingdom. That's what we are here for. We are here to repent, and if it's the Lord's will, we all will obtain the kingdom. Okay. Verse 4, "Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate." So whatever brought upon you, you're supposed to take cheerfully, man, or try to take cheerfully. It's going to be hard, okay? And when you brought to a low estate, meaning everybody ain't going to be there to pick you up. A lot of brothers be bringing this out, and a lot of brothers have bailouts and scapegoats and all kinds of things when they going through things, and sisters going through things, that they have little bailouts. Christ didn't get bailed out. He had to bear his cross, and he took it all the way to the end. So a lot of brothers and sisters be looking for bailouts. Okay, if it's rent money, if it's mortgage, if it's light bills, if it's whatever, they looking for a bailout. They running. If it's marital problems, if it's congregational issues, everybody want a bailout. Don't nobody want to go through. I got some stuff in my beard. Don't nobody want to go through that fire, man. Or they make haste in a time of trouble and they get to running, right? And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. Verse 5, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." So you want to be tried, man. You want to get them impurities, the Most High trying to get them impurities about you. Okay, we want to be that 1/3, okay, that's going through that fire. We want to be the ones that make it. Okay, we don't want to be the 2/3. Okay, verse 6, "Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him." You got to trust in the Most High. Okay, you got to believe in him. Verse 7, "Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest ye fall." So you got to fear the Lord. Take it head on, okay, or you going to fall. All right, you need to wait on his mercy. Okay, a lot of people, like I say, they don't want to feel nothing. They just want to be in this truth and think that they're not going to fall. They think they're not going to have some setbacks. That's not true, right? Verse 8, ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. You're going to be rewarded. Verse 9, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. If you believe in the Lord, why are you so down? Okay? You're supposed to hope for the good. Stop looking always at the bad and when things go wrong. Okay? You need a hope for the good. Okay? And for everlasting joy and mercy. That's what you need to be hoping for. A lot of people go through things, and like I say, they want to throw in the towel. We're going to read that too. Verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Question mark. The answer is no. The Lord always take care of his, right? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You get down. What you need to do? You need to pray. You need to fast. Okay? You need to apply these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay? For the Lord, verse 11, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. So he forgives sins, just like we need to forgive our brothers and sisters. Right? You got a problem with somebody, forgive them and move on. Because guess what? The Lord forgiveth sins. Right? And he ain't going to forgive you if you don't forgive your brother and sister. You understand? Okay? And forgiveth sin and saveth in the time of affliction. You want to be saved, right? You're going to be looking for him in that time of affliction. Verse 12, woe be to the fearful heart and faint hands and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. So, woe be to the fearful heart, the ones that's scared, the ones that don't want to go through their trial, the ones that don't want to go through that furnace, right? The ones that don't want to be tried as gold, okay? The ones that got faint hands, that meaning, hey, I give up. They throw their hands up. I give up. I can't take it, right? Okay. For the Lord is full of compassion. Okay. Woe be to the fearful heart and faint hands and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. So that's what happens when you done gave up. You in the midst of sin. Then you try to figure out ways to go other than thus said the Lord to get out of things. You don't want to go through your trial. You don't want to go through no tribulations. You don't want to feel anything, right? Okay, verse 12. Woe be to the fearful heart and the faint hands. Okay, I read that. Verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. If you fainted and you feel like you fainting, you don't believe. The Lord say, woe. Okay, woe unto you that have, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believed not. Therefore shall he not be defended. The Lord ain't going to defend you. He ain't going to defend you. And all you brothers and sisters that's looking for bailouts from all kinds of people, it doesn't matter who you getting your bailout from. You don't want to feel anything. And the brothers that's pretty much handicapping these sisters and brothers from feeling anything, you're not being tried. The Lord's not trying you. Every little thing that happens when you fall, you're looking for immediate bailout. You're not waiting on the Lord's mercy. Okay? Verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience. Okay? Let me read that again. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what will ye do when the Lord shall visit you? What you going to do when the Lord visits you? And you done lost patience. What you going to do? He ain't going to be able to use you because you don't believe. When he visits you, what you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do? Because you didn't call on him. So when he visits you, what you gonna do? And you lost patience. He ain't gonna bail you out. All right. Verse 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. So we need to keep his ways, his laws, statutes, and commandments. Verse 16. They that fear the Lord will. Verse 16. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. Okay? You're going to seek what's well pleasing unto him. What's that? These laws, statutes, and commandments, his words. Okay? Verse 17. They that fear the Lord will prepare their heart and humble their souls in his sight. So you got to humble down. I got to humble down. Everybody got to humble down and come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. That's what we need to be doing. All right? Verse 18. Saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord. And not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. All right? I'm going to start from the top again. That verse is heavy. Verse 18, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. All right? Meaning, stop depending on men for every little single thing. You got to depend on the Lord. You got to fall into the Lord's hands. All right? Stop looking for instant gratification, instant bailout. Everything you want instantly, and you're not going through anything. That's for all you brothers. And safety is in a multitude of counsel. But a lot of these brothers, man, they come and they bail you out. It be a bailout, and you ain't get the chance to go through your trial. You ain't get the chance to go through your trial. How you know what you worth? Huh? How you know what you worth? Huh? How you know if you Zechariah 13 and verse 8? How you know? So that's my Wednesday night exhortation. Hey man, I hope this video was edifying. I hope it strengthened your walk. Hey man, let's go through our trials. Let's go through our trials. And if you making haste in a time of trouble, you need to check your spirit. Right? And with that, I say shalom.